I'm going to teach you how to trade in this video right here. Before we go any further, this is not a sales pitch in any way. This is exactly what I do, and I'm going to show you. So if you don't know who I am already, which most of you already do, my name is James Mason. I am with Transparent Traders. Check us out on Facebook. We are the most engaging community in stock trading online, period. You can ask anybody that, and they'll simply tell you. We are the best group to be in. So check us out, and if you want, join up and reap all the benefits that come with it, honestly. So before we get into the nitty-gritty of all of this, yes, I do mentorship, but I do charge a premium price. But this video is not about the mentorship at all. If that's something you might consider, you can ask around in the Facebook group and they'll tell you. But what I will tell you is I am about ready to release a black box. It's a trading system, if you don't know what a black box is, and it's literally going to help you find almost all of your trades for you. So, yeah, I'm telling you, pay attention or you're going to miss out. So, let's go ahead and get into this. I'm going to make this as quick as possible and simplify it, but without skipping any knowledge. This is exactly how I trade, and it would behoove you to take my advice on this. All right. So this is ticker ROKU, Roku. Everybody knows it. It's a large cap stock, and this strategy I am going to teach you right here. It works for large caps, penny stocks, you name it. One of the main criteria you need to have, though, with penny stocks at least, is you need to have the volume. Basically, you need to have a bunch of candlesticks, especially on the 5-minute chart, for this to actually work out. So, let's zoom in right here. Now, I know everybody's going to ask, what are all these red lines, white candlesticks, and things like that? On TOS, this is code that I wrote for myself. And honestly, I give this out to people in my mentorship. But let's go ahead and get into this. So what you need to do first, and this works on any platform, add the Bollinger Band lines. And then add a 50 and a 100 EMA line. Now, this green, blue, and red line, those are the Bollinger Band lines. This pink and this yellow line, that's, the 50 and 100, with this yellow line being the 50 and the pink line being the 100 EMA lines. And you can see this orange line right here. This is the VWAP line. I should have said this a moment ago, but throw that in there as well. Now that you have that, the reason why this has a red cloud and a green cloud up here is because the 50 and 100 EMA moving averages, they crossed over. Anytime you have a crossover, it makes either a bullish or a bearish move. So if you have a 50 EMA line crossing over the 100, it's going to be a bearish move. If the 50 EMA line comes up from underneath the 100 and crosses over the 100, it's going to become bullish. Pretty simple. Now, this is the trading day on October 18th, 2019 in Roku. Obviously, overall, the trading day was a pretty red day. Red as in terms for the futures and things like that. So, looking at Roku here, how do you trade this? Well, you see the setup on the Bollinger Bands. It's pushing down right here. it is breaking below that bottom Bollinger Band line. And if you was going to trade this, I usually trade this a lot, with my TradeNet account. It's a funded account. You can look into it if you want. And if you want a discount link, contact me. But anyways, a lot of people will trade this with options, which makes complete sense. So you see this pushing down through the bottom Bollinger Band line. Well, this orange line right here, the VWAP line, it is trying to decide if it wants to be under it or over it. And it's struggling. And it is struggling because this 50 and 100 EMA lines are crossing over right here. And you can see, in this range right here where it actually crosses over and it commits. Those lines, they cross over and then they start, spreading apart. As you can see right here, this cloud illustrates it. You also see the candlesticks start going into a downtrend, which, it starts separating from this VWAP line and the middle Bollinger Band line. Now that it starts to downtrend right here, because the 50 and 100 EMA lines are now widening, it is pushing this down all the way. So this is how you catch those massive drops in the beginning of the markets, and also the bullish runs. Now for a intraday reversal. When you see this downtrending, do not try to figure out where the bottom is. You need to see it, make a support, and hold it. But I highly recommend that you wait it out and wait for it to get back above the middle Bollinger Band line. Now, once it gets above that middle Bollinger Band line, this will be the range where you start taking that long position if it was a downtrend. So the bullish reversal intraday, you'll make your entry. You'll watch it on the MACD because you want green candlesticks right here. And the key here is, honestly, you have to make your solid entry. And you ride it up. Because once it starts getting back up to this cloud or your EMA lines, this is where you're going to catch all your resistance. Because it wants to reject in this area. Now, me personally, let's just say I entered in right here, the first candlestick. And, I bought it at the top of that candlestick at 128.55. And then, it kind of did its thing, bounced around all over the place, and came back up. Well, by the time this candlestick is touching that EMA line right there, the high for that candlestick is 129.94. So, literally like a 1.5 per share. And that is how you do a intraday trade right there. So, backing up, you see the setup on the Bollinger Band lines right here, and you see it crossing over on the EMA lines and widening. That will push your stock in that direction. Now let's go to a bullish play so you can see that. All right. It's coming a little closer. Here we are. Roku opens up. It's going bullish. Here we are right before the market opens. Those EMA lines, they start to widen, which lets us know, hey, this thing, it's bullish. Now, you make whatever entry that you would down here, and personally I recommend letting the first 5 minutes go by in the market to get all the orders out that were set in pre-market overnight, things like that. Let the first 5-minute candlestick go through, because that first 5-minute candlestick is going to be all over the place. After that, you see right here, the widening of the EMA lines, and then you see this VWAP line. Now, for this to be bullish, you obviously want your candlesticks above that VWAP line. So, as you make your entry, wherever that may be, you let it ride up, and as soon as it starts to come in, and this is what you have to watch out for, because a lot of people, they will look at a ticker in hindsight and be like, okay, well, it bounced right here and then kept going up. That's great in hindsight. But what you would have to be careful for is if this thing did not bounce right here, and it blew through here and went back down and hit that next line, whatever it may be. So, always pay attention and take your profits, because let's say you waited and got in at the end of that second 5-minute candlestick. Right here, we'll just say you got in at the high of 125.43, and it came up here, and it started to do that curl. And the bottom of this candlestick is, we'll just go with the low. It's 127.56. So, 125.43 to 127.56. 2 points. That's pretty impressive. Now again, yeah, it could have bounced and went up, but why take that risk? So, I know that seems super simple, but I'm telling you, it's just that simple. It's just something that you have to have discipline and keep your eyes on. That is what makes this hard. So, I hope you guys appreciate this video. And it'd be nice if you guys gave some likes to it so other people can see it, because that's how YouTube works. And share this thing. I'm going to share it in my group. And hey, hope this helps everyone out here. And let's all make some money. So, I appreciate you guys taking your time to watch this video. And I will catch you in the next one.